Hey everyone, Darren here, aka Irish Latino Reacts, Irish on the bottom, Latin American on top, and today we're watching Season 2, Episode 3 of The Expanse. So it was around this time that the community told me that The Expanse would really start to take off, and I believe that last episode was the start of what they were talking about. That space battle was awesome, and my Patreon supporters pointed out how realistic it was to have no phasers, no artificial gravity, and no shields, just bullets and metal. I mean, watching the Rossi get Swiss cheesed by the PDCs was crazy. Watching Amos get bounced around like a rag doll between the hulls was heart-pounding, and watching that stealth ship float away like a dead space whale was gratifying as fuck. I'm looking forward to the conversation we're inevitably going to get between Christian and Fred Johnson. I also anticipate we'll get some more Gunny, Sutton, and other MCRN personnel this episode because we didn't get them last episode. I don't think we'll see Admiral Souther for a while because he gets shipped off to Jupiter, so that makes me sad. But I did learn his name just for the occasion of him being absent for a little bit. But yeah, without further ado, everyone, let's get into Episode 3, Season 2 of The Expanse. Static. The episode title is Static. Drums. Those are Star Wars drums right there. Let's see, what are these? Some torpedoes going. Oh, that must be Demos. Okay. Whoa, we never got a shot like this before.
All 17 people in the station were killed instantly. The massive explosions shattered the moon, and the resulting orbital debris has forced planet-wide flight restrictions that will remain in effect.
Called it.
They ruined our goddamn sky.
I called that we'd get some MCRF, some gunny time.
There's no way this goes anywhere but war.
I always knew Earth would strike first. Right, Earther?
What do you call me?
Oh, you heard me.
Not today! You hear me, soldier? I will not have you disrespecting a fellow Martian. He's got as much dust in his blood as the rest of us. Marines, who do we fight for?
Mars!
Who do we fight for?
Mars!
Suit up. We need to train.
Yep.
War is
Way to
coming.
keep him in line, Gunny. Winter's coming. I mean, war is coming.
Mars still hasn't issued an official statement.
You haven't retaliated yet either.
Can you imagine what it would be like to lose the moon? Our moon. To never see it in the night sky again?
It's not the
Oh,
same.
we'd be
For
screwed.
Mars, Demas is just a little dot, same as Venus is to us.
Sure.
We're worried about Arjun and the grandkids, but we're more than capable of protecting Luna.
What we should
Okay.
be doing is trying to get out of this mess while we still can.
I'm
Well,
not
you
scared.
gave
I
Aaron
know
Wright
you might be older
Demos.
and
You gave him
slower,
the
but
idea,
numbers are still
Christian.
on ours. We have enough
Don't
ships
regret
to
it
shoot
now.
things down. We could knock Mars out of our sky for good, if it comes to that.
Did you know that Martian Marines always train at 1G Earth gravity? They
Oh,
fly
that's
at the
interesting.
speed of war. It won't end out there. If we continue to force their hand, sooner or later, they will invade.
Mars is an island. If we cripple their navy now, they can't touch us.
But if they do, a few strategic bomb drops, most certainly on this wretched building, and we'll be staring into the faces of Martian Marines.
This could be our last chance to win, Christian.
Win what?
Just like you always said. Earth must come first.
Yeah, but Mars didn't start this war. So I think I did notice something last here, right here. That's the Alaskan. Oh God, it's Anchorage Island now. It's an island. See, they showed it right there. So I noticed that last time. I just like couldn't vocalize it, so I wanted to vocalize it this time. I was talking to a friend who read the books the other day. Of course, you know, he didn't say anything about them. He loves them besides that. So, yeah, I told him I'll get to him once I'm done with this, which will not be for a little while. I can't binge this like you people can. Tycho Station. So there's the Rossi. The Swiss cheese Rossi got a lot of holes. Hey, Alex, you did good, man. You got him out of there. You avoided the worst of the carnage.
Outer doors and blast shields are shot to shit. I can't get a seal.
It's gonna be a hell of a job when we leave the ship.
Oh, they can't even get seal to the Tycho?
Get these men to holding. Under guard.
Miller too?
Leave him here.
Hey! I don't want him anywhere near the prisoners.
He won't be.
Why are they being arrested?
Hey, that's something you need to get off your chest there?
Stop!
Because they...
Stop it!
What happened? Because they killed Dresden? Why is he so pissed? I'm confused. They got on to
He had a tough day.
station. I guess it must be
Go.
because of Dresden. Okay, I mean, Holden's reaction, just still seemed over the top. I mean, he wouldn't want to hear Miller out. At least Johnson seemed a little more level-headed, much more level-headed. Oh, this will be a good conversation.
Captain had us clean out your quarters. Hey, you want to snort?
Snort of what? I imagine in
I'm
200
lifting
years,
shit right
that'll
now.
still be called a shot.
This shit is permanent. Captain doesn't want you around anymore.
Damn, that was short-lived.
We don't want you around either.
Why? Say, cause of Dresden? Why? I'm
For
still...
what it's worth, I get it. He killed your girl and you shot him.
Okay, it is Dresden. Who give... I get it.
It's the guy who needed to go down. The captain always gets a little jumpy when you kill people without talking it over first. Yeah, I'm sure you would have asked for permission too. Well, here's the thing. You and me, we're a lot alike. We've been around. But the captain, well, he's as close to righteous as it gets out here. So when you says you're out, that's just how it is. Because the way I figure it, he's probably right. Sure as hell has a better chance of being right than I do.
That was kind of a funny little exit stand from
You keep
Amos.
picking fights with the wrong people.
I'll give that to Amos. You know, they're alike in certain ways, but Amos seems to pick fights with the right people. Generally speaking, I mean, I'm sure there are examples where that's not true. I know the necklace comes out.
Not too shabby, right?
And since Fred's picking up the tab until the roast is livable, I figured we'd order a lot of room service.
Can't wait for Amos to find out about this.
Let it go.
We fought for nothing. People died. We nearly died. And Miller just...
He got you out of Eris alive.
He shot an unarmed man right in the head.
An unarmed mass murderer.
Yeah, thank you, Naomi. I mean, come on. You
Are
gotta...
you defending him?
You can't understand.
The only thing he was out for was revenge.
No, he cared about all of us.
We had Dresden. He was gonna talk. We could have used him.
We could have what? Worked out a deal? With a man who casually murdered countless Belters. A man who was a threat to all human life. And that is why Miller shot him.
He didn't have the right to make that decision.
But you do.
What I have
Go
to
Naomi.
do now is clean up his mess.
I mean, I imagine you're trying to decrypt Dresden's work, Dresden's data. Oh, Diogo. Let's have a conversation between Diogo and Miller.
Hey, careful, easy.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Guys, I'm a little busy here.
Oi, Pampa. Your lady put you out?
Yeah, something like that.
Come. You stay with me. You wanna
Stay with
bust
Diogo, man. I want this. I want them to not be friends, but I want them to have some type of rapport.
There's multiple PDC and railgun impacts.
Oh,
But
so we
have
got some
the panel stock
railguns.
here to fabricate replacements for the holes too big to patch.
You better be.
You're a Martian, right? You still got people there?
I don't know.
You didn't reach out? After Deimos, I mean.
They think I'm dead.
Oh, man.
I went down on the Donager.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Died a hero.
Do you want to keep it that way?
Those are the survivors. Mostly low-level tech and security types, with the exception of that one. We got ID scans for the whole lot of them. The last 2 years are completely blank for everyone. But before that, they all work for the same company. Protogen. Paulo
I wonder if he's
Cortazar.
gonna be...
You were a member of the team studying
I'm a
arrows.
specialist. Nanoinformatics. Are you taking up the project?
We need you to make a vaccine.
Why would I want to do that?
I understand you grew up in Landrina on basic. That must have been hard.
Only if you can't find a way out.
It's especially admirable for you after the loss of your mother.
I can't imagine what it must have been like watching your mother die.
Type C Huntington's disease is just so ungodly cruel. She never complained.
Is that why you went to work for Protogen? To find a cure? To keep others from going through what she went through? Because I can't imagine a more noble endeavor. We can get you back there if you help us.
Her brain was fried. She didn't think anything was wrong with her. She just kept going. Serene as the Buddha.
Can't relate.
So, not a bad way to die, actually.
It's different on Eros. There's real pain and death. You're free now to do the right thing. Dresden is gone. You don't have to answer to him anymore.
If he were here, I'd thank him. He made me what I am today.
Which is what? Got some pods repairing the Rossi. Love how attached Alex has gotten to this ship.
Bring up my last battle simulation. I use all the sensor data from the actual raid.
Ooh, all right.
Parameters.
Cool. Keep getting better, baby. Keep getting better.
Now run the sim from the beginning. Go back 1 minute. Run it again.
Yeah, was there something that happened during that battle that we're now privy to? Diogo's growing on me.
Can you please turn this shit off?
This is the new banger, fresh out of the arrows.
There's no music coming out of Eros.
No, there's not.
We make it here, but it come from there.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Rock talking, Papa.
You're telling me that those sounds are coming off of Eros?
Hottest beats maker on Tycho. Mad OBA pirate too. She jacked a cryptic data stream off the station we kill, but it come from Eros.
Turn it off.
So it's like sampling sounds from Eros?
Belters you're jamming to? Dead. We're dying.
Yeah. I've definitely sampled my fair share of music.
You know, in those inners, they figure out what's
Why?
on Eros. They kill every last one of us to get it.
Why did he shave his beard?
Belters.
I didn't even realize until. Yeah. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna. No, no, no. No. Oh, maybe just like a shaved side of the head. I feel like that's like a belter thing. Hey, Julie, how you doing? I'm trying to remember. Did Julie have like the side of her head shaved? Partially. All right, got a little techno montage coming.
Go back 1 minute.
Son of a bitch.
The neurons in his right temporal parietal junction have been impeded. Well, he wasn't born this way. He was altered. Probably transcranial magnetic hyperstimulation. Part of his temporal lobe has been effectively erased.
Which part?
The part that governs empathy.
You can do that with a magnet?
I've only read about the procedure. It's not that simple, but it's not complicated either. It's non-invasive.
So someone waves a magnet at the right side of my head and suddenly I can watch 100,000 people die in agony and not give a shit.
I've checked the other prisoners. It's been done to all of them.
Is his condition reversible?
I'm afraid not.
How do you reach a guy like that?
Wow. Yeah, how do you?
Can you tell me how Private Travis ended up with a fractured orbital?
Sir, did you ask Private Travis, sir?
Don't give me that, Gunny.
Are we gonna just keep eating shit from Earth, or are we gonna take them out and end this?
What does that have to do with one of my sergeants assaulting a private?
Yeah.
You can only get slapped around for so long before it boils out one way or another.
I'm well aware of Private Travis's background and the shit that he gets for being born on Earth. If he'd been willing to talk, you'd be thrown in the brig right now, but he wasn't. That's how Martian he is.
Ooh. Eat that,
Current
Gunny.
appearances to the contrary, he is one of the toughest dusters I've served with.
So this is about you.
We trained all our lives for this. Now it's here, and we just want to use it. The sooner we have it out with Earth, the better.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
We're not going to Earth.
We've been ordered to Ganymede Station to secure the food supply.
Farm patrol. We're Marines.
And we serve where we are ordered to serve. Now, you and your team will carry out your orders with pride and dedication, befitting soldiers of the Martian Republic. Are we clear, Gunny?
Yes, sir.
Dismissed.
Wonder how much longer she's gonna be able to go without blowing a top in some way. I like Christian's getup right there.
A secure channel to Fred Johnson. Yes.
Give it to me.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Despite the satisfaction it will give me to see you arrested.
All you need to tell me is that it can't be traced and that the message will get to him.
It's solid, but the OPA leaks like a sieve.
No, just give it to me and go.
Right now, this is just a bad idea. But you hit send, and it's treason.
If I do nothing, millions could die. Please give it to me and go. There is no need for us to hang together.
Oh, I'm sure they'll hang us separately. I'll get a better view.
That was a good one.
Colonel Johnson, I'm Christian Avasarala. The things you've no doubt heard me say, the things I've blamed on you, those words were lies. A facade to protect myself. Because you were right. There are people in my government who are willing to take us to the brink of annihilation for reasons that I still cannot fathom. But like you, I want to stop this war. So now, I'm asking you for help. I need evidence. Anything I can use to turn the guns of Earth and Mars away from each other before it's too late. If you have any cards left in your hand, the time to play them is now.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Think this is for real?
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I got something she can use.
You spaced a Black Sky faction leader because they put a hit out on that woman. If they learn that you're helping her, the OPA will put a hit out on you.
Well, then I guess it's gonna have to be our little secret then,
My little alkylate. Making some molecule chains. I'm sure someone smarter than me could tell what that is, what that strand is.
I was on Eros. I saw Julie Mao. In the hotel room where we found her, it was a wreck. And it stank of sick death. And she was sitting on the shower floor. Blue barnacles jutting out of her mouth, out of her body, snaking out of her hair, growing up against the walls. And there she was. Naked as Eve. Dead. Beautiful. Beautifully dead.
Okay.
Not dead. Becoming. The barnacles? An expression of pattern matching systems. Lattices that mimic beta sheets and expand on them, but capable of control systems like brain tissues, two-stage pumps adapted from hearts, and at the very center, a particle nothing leads to, like a seed crystal that requires and provides a massive amount of energy.
That's why she smashed the lights and the screens. She was trying to take away his power source.
Did it work? Was it still moving? What was it doing? Wait, don't go.
Amos is playing him.
Please,
that's how you get to this guy.
Tell me.
That's how you get to this guy. Oh, Amos. Oh man, big brain Amos. Nauvoo, Mormon church.
Can I help you?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I've seen your sign outside. It says, we know where we're going. I think maybe I know where I need to go now, too.
What would make you positive?
Well, why don't you tell me a little bit more about your journey?
I was born into this, but I've never doubted it.
No. I mean, a big one. Nauvoo. Have you ever talked to a pedophile? Try to ask them stuff, and they're not gonna just talk about raping little kids, but if you show them pictures of kids, then they'll go on and on and on. I had a private chat with Cortazar, and Eros is his pedophilia. You were talking about stopping it, taking it away. That's why he wouldn't help you.
Right. Yeah.
That's what happened to them. Clearly, we used them to observe the progress of the infection in a human host. You infected them and watched them die. We watched it work. The protomolecule is the first evidence of a tree of life apart from our own. We didn't control the station, so we incinerated the Martians, erased the data cores, and left. Dr. Dresden used 2 ships, one for our team, one for the sample. There were contamination concerns.
He was right to be concerned. It got out on the Anubis. I saw the results.
What did it do?
Killed everyone aboard.
Obviously. But then what? And be specific, please.
The protomolecule was frozen around the reactor core.
Did you turn the power back on?
Started moving, reaching out to me. We nuked the ship and everything on it.
This is not the control. This is not the way that Amos wanted you to approach this.
Still going strong on Eros.
Holden, you're not getting it, man.
The more biomass you feed it, the faster it learns, the more it changes.
So you fed it Eros. A whole station, 100,000 people.
100,000 opportunities.
Yeah.
We can only learn by letting it learn.
Can it be controlled?
That's what we were trying to do.
Can you control it?
I'd need my data and everything coming off Eros. That's the only way I can tell you more.
Give it to him.
2 kilometers long, half a kilometer wide. 10 levels of environmental engineering, crew quarters, schools, wastewater treatment, machine shops, forges. And at the center, a piece of Earth curved back on itself. Our Eden. The cylinder will be sealed, and after the initial acceleration, the body will begin to spin. All this will be farmland. It's designed to give the illusion of light and heat that is as gentle and warm as a summer's day.
You guys ready?
I'm ready. We're just waiting on the ship. This is our temple. You're welcome here. We can offer you salvation.
What is Miller's angle here? Or is he really, truly thinking he needs that? Which, you know, I would not begrudge him for whatsoever.
What's that? It's one of the data streams that Dresden was collecting.
The universe just kissed me on the cheek.
Are those people talking?
Not people. Pulses.
It's building something. Building what?
We're going to find out.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
What the fuck is this?
Stealth ship. Fred Johnson's data, his last card to play. I feel like there's something about that battle last episode that we're not seeing, and the simulation is not simulating correctly or accurately.
25 people on that pod we lost. It's my job to protect them.
You saved Amos.
And we lost 25 people because I made that choice. There's no point. Point is, next time I'm gonna save them all.
He didn't
run it again, right from the top.
The reason he couldn't get to the first pod that was destroyed is because he didn't want to do such high G maneuvers to kill Amos between the hulls. Yeah, he didn't blab on you, Gunny. Yeah, okay. It's like, I don't know. Don't forgive her that. I don't know. She annoys me.
I take it this means you know where you want to go?
Eros.
Okay.
What?
Something real bad is going on down there.
Yeah, we know.
And you know we have to destroy it.
What?
I think you're right.
I know that you know that Dresden was going to get away with it.
I guess that makes sense, actually, if the
I didn't kill
protomolecule
him
was
'cause
building
he was
something.
crazy. I killed him because he was making sense.
Any idea how we can take out a whole asteroid?
Yeah. With that.
Nauvoo. Nauvoo. Oh, Miller, you snaky snake. All right. Okay, season 2, episode 3 down. It was called Static. Let's see if I can figure out why or make a connection why during this rambling outro. So Miller went into a Mormon church and he manipulated the empathy, the feelings of one of their priest, if they use the word priest, to show him the inner workings of the Nauvoo when he really wants to use the Nauvoo to blow up Eros. And he convinced Fred Johnson rather quickly, because Fred Johnson knows what is being, that the proto-molecule is now building something and becoming smarter on Eros. I don't see how Miller got that information readily, but maybe he used his intuition. He had a sense of it. So pretty sneaky from Miller. It was really cool to see the inside of Nauvoo and how they're taking a piece of Earth, folded in on itself with it. Initially, I took that to mean physically and literally they're grabbing a piece of Earth. But no, I think they're just, having soil, topsoil, and making a farm. Kind of like that last scene, or one of those last scenes in Interstellar. Not giving too much away there at all. And if you haven't seen that movie yet, shame on you. So yeah, they got Dresden's protege to listen to. They got through to this guy who, after being manipulated by a magnet, no longer has empathy. Which I'm gonna have to go back and watch that scene because that's kind of crazy. But they still got through to him because, like Amos said, Eros and his project and his proto-molecule is his pedophilia. Really morbid way to put it. But yes, he listened to the data coming off of Eros. I don't know if it was a live stream or what, but he told him that it's building something, it's getting smarter, and yeah, let's see if they can destroy it before it gets off of Eros, because at least right now, we're not privy to any other leak or contamination or any other place where the proto-molecule is. So they definitely want to blow that asteroid up before it can, before it can spread. Yeah, so let's see. Holden still continues to frustrate me a little bit. I thought I don't know. I didn't understand why he got so hot with Miller at the beginning. I did figure out it was because of Dresden. That's what I thought at the beginning. I don't know. It's his Paladin stuff is still kind of like off for me sometimes. After Amos told him how to get through to Dresden's protege, who lacks empathy, he went along, but he still was, saying like, "Oh, you used it to kill all these people and this and that," and like, "Yeah, we know, Holden, we know. It's really bad. It's genocide what they did," but he has zero empathy, so like that's not gonna register with him. I mean, you really have to compartmentalize. You have to learn to compartmentalize a little bit, Paladin. But yeah, so let's see where this goes. I don't know how they're gonna sneak onto the Nauvoo, and well, I shouldn't say sneak because Fred Johnson is the leader of the Tycho station. The Tycho is building it, but still stealing like a ship of that size, the largest in human history, that's no small feat. So with Christian reached out to Fred Johnson, said, "If you have any cards to play, now's the time. If you have anything left to show, I need it now to stop this war, to aim the guns between Earth and Mars away from each other." And he said pretty readily that he was going to help her. And his protege, the lady under him, who I've been calling his acolyte, is the only one who knows. And I don't trust her. I don't know. She gives me a weird vibe. She rubs me the wrong way. Maybe I'm just being judgy right now for no reason. But I don't know. I don't trust her. Something tells me not to trust her. So I'm going with my intuition, folks. But yeah, so right at the end, it looks like the card that Johnson had to play, he played it and gave to Christian. I don't think we readily saw exactly what that was fully. But okay, I think that is all I have to say about this episode. I cannot wait for the next one. Thank you, everyone, for watching this on YouTube with me. If you like my reaction style, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. It really helps to grow the channel. If you want to support me further, you can see full-length reactions on Patreon early, and that link is in the description below. It is always the best way to support me. So thank you all so much for watching this reaction with me, and I will see you next time.